welcome back to another powerful episode of AIBIZ, where we strip away the hype and dive into how AI is actually reshaping the businesses today. So, now a lot of people talk about AI in theory, but few have the hands on experience of implementing it across industries, scaling companies, and training both the small businesses and the global giants to adopt. And my guest today is one of these rare voices. So please welcome Roberto Martinez. So welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Very excited to be here.
Amazing. So dear listeners, I'll quickly love to introduce you with Roberto. So Roberto has spent the last decade at the intersection of technology, marketing, and business growth. So he has worked with Google, Amazon, TikTok, Meta, you name it, all the big brands. Yes. So helping scale businesses to seven figures and beyond. And as Google's digital coach for California, he's run over 500 workshops since 2017, teaching entrepreneurs like how to thrive in a digital first world. So I'll not take much of your time, dear listeners. Let's get into the discussion today and let's explore. Welcome to the show again, Roberto.
Thank you for having me. Very excited to be here and chat with your community around AI and how to leverage AI for growth.
Amazing, amazing. So as I mentioned, Roberto, like, I mean, you have worked with just the brands. I mean, the biggest brands, the tech companies in the world. So from your perspective, what's the single biggest misconception like small business owners have about AI right now? What do you have to say?
That AI is going to change the world and it's going to do it today, and that you could do everything with AI. It's just not reality right now.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, wow. So like, how do you usually reframe that misconceptions like, so it feels less intimidating and more kind of actionable?
Yeah. So, what I try to help the entrepreneur, small business, startup, what have you, think through is their pain points and their opportunities. So, creating a problem statement or opportunity statement to identify what they're trying to solve.
Right.
And then once we do that, we can identify an AI tool that's going to let them solve that challenge or capture that opportunity.
Understood. Understood. I mean, that's the key. That's the key, definitely, because so many entrepreneurs see AI as something like for the big guys. But when in reality, it can be the advantage that kind of, I'd say, levels the playing field. So, what do you say on this? What do you think?
So yes and no, definitely it's a value add. It lets
Mm,
you run faster and more efficiently. It's just like any other technology, it's how you use it. So
mm,
what you can do with AI is lower your operational costs. You can actually accelerate your marketing. So it just depends what you're trying to solve for, operationally or messaging or a content strategy. So it's different. Are we driving sales and leads, or are we lowering our operational cost? AI is very strong tool to leverage both, but we usually start with what is the pain point? What are we trying to solve for? Make more money or lower our cost?
Uh, okay. Okay. So also, I'd love to ask you about because you have trained thousands of businesses on the AI tools. So, if you can share example from a client, no need to take the name, but where AI created measurable growth.
Yeah, so let's talk about operations and how AI created measurable growth using AI.
Mhm.
So there was a marketing agency, and they were trying to understand how they could lower their operational costs.
Okay.
And they provide logos, brand, social media content. And
Hmm.
what we identified is an opportunity for them to create content at a lower cost or
Hmm.
create brands and logos at a lower cost. So what we identified is a really strong AI tool that creates logos
Mhm.
as a concept, present it to the small business owner or the entrepreneur or the client. The client lands on two or three different logos that they like, and then they move those logos over to a designer, a high-end designer that can execute
Mhm.
on the recommendations and humanize and make it more personal. So something that usually takes anywhere from 5 to 10 to 15 hours to create a logo now can be done really quickly within a couple of minutes, if not an hour. And once you get feedback from the client, you can take that feedback from the client and then give it to a designer. And that designer is going to be able to take that logo from the AI and the comments and feedback from the client to
Mhm.
create a specialized logo. So something that usually takes 15 hours now takes 5 hours. and that lowers their operational cost.
Okay. Okay. So, okay. I mean, also like, do you think that the AI is creating a similar adapt or get left behind moment right now?
So I would agree with you, Avik. You're not in competition with AI, you're in competition with other businesses that are leveraging AI.
Mm,
So we have to adopt and adapt to these tools. We have to think through how we can leverage the tools
mm,
for that growth. And so the other part of the opportunity that you have is to identify your customers and create very engaging, very sticky content, very sticky videos and images, and personalize your brand to delight that prospective client.
yeah.
And so you see that right now. I don't know if you guys are using Gemini, you could do VO3, you could do Nano Banana. There's even storytelling. There's a storybook that you can create within Gemini to create individual stories for your clients. And what this does is delight them and get them excited for the fact that you can create this within a matter of seconds. We're talking maybe 30 seconds. And so you could create a very personal messaging strategy, a very personal video content strategy for your clients that makes them feel that you really do care about them.
Yeah. So, I mean, uh, like some people argue that AI is just another kind of passing trend right now, passing tech trend, basically, like blockchain or metaverse hype. So, um, what do you say to those skeptics, like who believe that AI is being oversold?
Well, I would say, blockchain has revolutionized crypto, which has deleveraged the dependency on fiat currency. So something that we've taken for granted for the past 60 years, which is
Mhm.
fiat money, is now being deleveraged with crypto, which is phenomenal. Depending on where you stand, right? So now you're not dependent on one currency. So it's changed our financial institutions and structures fundamentally different, right? So now we're talking about paradigm shift for crypto. I see the same thing happening with generative AI, multimodal tools that allow you to do more with less, which means really you're able to scale your business very quickly leveraging these tools at a lower cost. So anyone that can become an entrepreneur, anyone that has an idea can get that idea to market very, very quickly and efficiently. So the barriers to entry are lower now, which means you should have more creative folks entering into the marketplace. And this is very different from where we were at 50 years ago, 40 years ago, 30 years ago. The democratization of the entrepreneurial experience. The challenge is, how do we bring these technologies to anyone and everyone that will like to get into the marketplace? So as you know, it's very expensive to start your business. But now with AI, you can do it a little bit quicker and more easily. So it's a game changer for sure.
Got it. Totally agree. And like, is there a risk of business like over AI?
Yes. Yes. So 100%. So clients and customers hate inauthenticity. They hate anything that looks like it's trite, it's fake, it's AI generated. So what I always tell our clients and customers is you are the value add, right? So we're going to get you to a point you can create amazing content, amazing operational processes and procedures, but it's up to you to add that additional value. And so it's a value add. It's the way you want to think. The way I always think about it is the iPhone. You have the iPhone, engineers from the States are creating the iPhone, and then they get shipped out the design elements to manufacturing companies in Asia, and the AI, that the value add is in the engineers. The manufacturing can be developed anywhere in Asia. So that's you as an entrepreneur. The AI in this example is the manufacturing, and you are the value add. You are the one who creates these new ideas, new innovations, and now you can run a little bit faster, leveraging these AI tools that lower your operational cost.
Mm, lovely. Oh, exactly. So, I mean, You have built both the agencies and AI companies. So for business owners who is listening, what's the mindset shift? I mean, the need to make today to thrive in this AI driven future.
Yeah, it's the human in the loop experience. You have to be part of that process. I had a meeting, a workshop last week on AI, and a lady said, I wanted to set up my social media content calendar. I wanted to create my social media content calendar. I wanted to run the paid ads. I wanted to optimize the paid ads. And I wanted to be able to, once the client comes in, to onboard the client. That's not a reality we're in right now. You still have to have the human in the loop. And so understanding where your value add is and how you can provide additional value to your end user, to your customer, to your client is what's going to differentiate you from every other player in the marketplace. So it's vital for you to at least know enough of a foundation to be able to execute and grow and scale, leveraging these AI tools. And the beauty is that there's a lot of free tools out there right now. If you go to Coursera, there's prompt engineering that Google provides, there's AI essentials that Google provides just to get you started and get you comfortable and familiar with how to leverage AI.
Exactly. Yeah. Amazing. That's really amazing. And any suggestion you would like to share with the listeners today?
Yeah, if you want to reach out to me directly or indirectly, I have my LinkedIn. I answer my LinkedIn messages within 48 hours. We have this amazing tool for entrepreneurs and startups where we have a business assessment created by the AI, and then we have a human that has 10, 15, 20 years of financial knowledge, marketing knowledge, operational knowledge, and he or she reviews that
Mm.
assessment with the human in the loop to provide you tangible action items so that you can grow your company and scale your company. We've seen some amazing results since launching this product 2 years ago, anywhere from 15% increase in leads slash revenue, all the way up to 3,000%, depending on how much need you have. So it's an amazing tool. We're very excited. We're rolling it out nationally in the next couple of months. So if you want a free demo of that, go to smarts.co.
Amazing. Lovely. Great. So thank you so much, Roberto, for joining us into this conversation and making this conversation much more much more informative. So, with this hope, dear listeners, until next time, this is your host, Avik, and this has been AI Biz. Stay curious, stay innovative, and remember that the future of business is already here and it's powered by the choices that you make today. So, thank you so much.